Hey guys, Vishnu here, and this is an interesting topic. Phones since 2014 started coming with a feature that is seen as a necessity nowadays. Yes, I'm talking about the fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner is one of the most secure ways to unlock the phone. But how does it work? Let's take a look. Fingerprints are unique to every person in the world. The ridges on your fingers grow in different patterns and are affected by variables like genes, the region in which you grow up, and lots of other factors. All these factors make them unique to every individual. This gives us a better grip and increases the friction. Due to their uniqueness, they are extremely helpful in identifying a person. Let's take a look at the basics of fingerprint readers in phones. There are three types of fingerprint scanners in phones: the capacitive, the optical, and the ultrasonic. The capacitive scanner is the most used scanner in phones nowadays. You may find these scanners either beneath your screen, in the power button, or on the back of your phone. The scanner uses an array of capacitors. Capacitors are devices used to store electrical energy. All we need to do is place a plate that will conduct electricity to the capacitors. These plates are below the screen, on your phone, or at the back. This way, whenever the ridges on our fingerprints touch the scanner in a specific position, the electrical signal is sent to the capacitors. The valleys between the ridges don't touch the fingerprint scanner, and hence the respective plates beneath them don't send an electrical charge. The plates in an average scanner are about 20 micrometers. These plates form an array and they are able to detect our fingerprint. The charged capacitors are remembered by the phone, and that is how you can log in using a capacitive scanner. I have attached sources in the description down below. Let's take a look at the second type, the optical scanner. The optical scanner is the oldest method of scanning fingerprints. The scanner indirectly takes a photograph. When you put your finger on the scanner, it sends light using LEDs, which gets reflected using a prism. This is absorbed by a CCD or a CMOS sensor, about which you can learn more right here. Since your finger covers almost the whole sensor, the scanner needs to have lots of diodes per centimeter. This leads to an extremely high contrast image. The image is then compared to the original scan which was taken. The problem with such an approach is that it's not very secure. The scanner takes a 2D picture, and unlike the capacitive scanner, it does not detect pressure. This means that it can be easily fooled with an image of your fingerprint. And finally, the ultrasonic sensor. The ultrasonic sensor made its debut in 2016, and it is the latest finger scanning technology. The sensor sends out an ultrasonic pulse, which is then reflected based on the ridges and pores. This ultrasonic pulse is basically just a wave. The ultrasonic sensor has an array of transducers. A transducer's job is to convert one type of signal into a form of energy and vice versa. This transducer also does the job of a transmitter and a receiver. That is, it sends and receives the ultrasonic pulse. In this case, it converts electrical signal into an ultrasonic pulse. This is an extremely efficient way of sending and reading the data. I have made a diagram to show how it works. The waves bounce on the ridges and the valleys, and the transducer counts the time it takes for the wave to return. Let's take an example. The transducer sends a pulse at a specific time, and it receives it after a certain duration. The ridges on your fingerprint are closer to the transducers. So, whenever the transducers send a pulse, it gets reflected faster on the ridges than the valleys, as the pulse has to travel more to make contact with the valley. Now, How shall we know the differences in height from its duration? Well, because we know the ultrasonic pulse's length and speed, we can use it to our advantage. We multiply the speed of the pulse by the time it took to return to the transducer and subtract the original length of the pulse. This way, we have an accurate height of the ridge. By doing this with many transducers, you can generate an extremely accurate and clear image of the fingerprint. This method is extremely similar to sonar, and that is how the ultrasonic fingerprint reader works. Fingerprint readers in phones have grown to 67% market share in 2018 from 19% in 2014. Currently, the capacitive fingerprint reader is the most popular reader, with ultrasonic expected to surpass capacitive scanners by 2024. And that's it. That is how fingerprint readers work. I hope you liked this one. Do let me know future topics for videos I should make. So that's it for this one. Catch you guys in the next. Bye.